So when my sister was 9 she got her first period. I was only 7 and it was only my brothers and my dad at home. So me being the only other girl, she called me in the bathroom when it happened and showed me this huge fucking blood clot that fell on the floor. We didn't know what it was and thought she had a baby at home. We named it Chase. So we picked it up and showed it to our brothers, saying it was a child that was going to grow up. So when it was dinner, all of us set a place for it at the dinner table, and when my mom got home she saw it on the table and panicked, yelling what TF was on the table and who put it there. My sister stood up proud, saying it was her child.
Since I don't go to in-person school, I stay online and do school on Zoom. I thought being online was very convenient because I could bring my tablet anywhere with me and still be in school. One time when I was on my lunch break, my mom went to get me a taco from Taco Bell because my other option was McDisgusting, and God knows that I would rather die than to eat that shit. I went to go get my food from the kitchen and went up to join my class because my lunch break was over. I was eating the taco and all of a sudden my stomach started to boom boom shakalaka grumble bumble. In my head I was just like, I can just bring my tablet to the bathroom with me while I shit. So I did that. I placed my tablet against the wall facing me and I took a shit. The shit literally shot out of my asshole faster than the earth could orbit around the sun. I did the most runny gunny, faster than a bunny, bees making honey. It spent my money. I was far from done. I wasn't funny. Chubby bunny. Outside was sunny. Extremely smelly. Wiggled like jelly. Traumatized Kelly. Welly belly Nelly. Fly in the heli. Cell phone telly. Scared my cat Shelly. Petroleum jelly. People started laughing, but I thought the teacher said something funny. Then the teacher said, Sophia, you had all of lunch break to use the bathroom and you choose to not only do it during class but to also show us all too. I froze for a good 3 seconds because of how embarrassed I was. I fell face first into the floor and left the Zoom and turned my tablet off. I stayed there with my face in the floor for like 3 minutes just taking in what I just did. I didn't go back to school for like 3 weeks. When I decided to go back, people called me Sophia Diarrhea.
Hey guys, this is part 1 of me exposing this famous TikToker who scams her fans. So one day I joined to this Rich Adopt Me server, and a lot of people were spamming into the chat for some reason. So of course I opened the chat, and I've seen people saying, OMG, it's you, I can't believe I'm such a big fan. So I was very convinced into thinking this was a famous YouTuber or a TikToker. And I was right, it was a TikToker. So then I teleported into the main lobby, and you won't believe what I saw. The famous TikToker in chat was saying, trust trading, best pets, but you first. This is a bit odd because influencers really don't do trust trades, especially when the fan goes first. At this point, I wasn't convinced into thinking she was gonna scam. But I did look into the chat to see if she scammed anyone, just in case. And of course she did. So it's the next day and I went to a different server and saw the same person! She was trying to scam a person. So I went up and informed her that she's a scammer and that I'll expose her on everything. But you won't believe what she gave me and what her response was. Like, follow, and comment for part 2!
When I was little, I found my mom's credit card. And, being a 6-year-old, I saw my mom putting the credit card on her phone and I knew how she did it. So, I decided that I was going to put it on my phone. So I put it on my phone and I was downloading Roblox because I thought, hey, I can play with my friends here. That day, I spent $2,000 worth of freaking money on Robux. Let's just say a lot of my friends thought I was really cool and rich. When my mom found out, I hid from her for seriously like a day, and then once I got in there, she wasn't mad, she just said I was Captain Robux.
Maria, I think I like you.
Wait, what? I have a BF.
I know, and I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt you or Danny.
I don't know what to say.
But you're the one that kissed me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, listen.
What now? Are you here to steal my best friend too?
Danny, let her speak.
I've been meaning to tell you this for a while. I'm a lesbian. Please don't be mad.
WTF.
I support you.
Els is a fucking lesbian.
Yeah, I gathered.
What if you pretend you like her? We could really embarrass her at school.
That is so mean, I'm down. Look, I've been thinking, and well, I like you too.
Unfortunately, this is a true story. In 3rd grade, I was in Spanish class and there was this dirty-minded girl. She would make dirty jokes, and one time we watched a documentary and there was a mom and a baby panda cuddling, and she whispered to me, "Look, those bears are doing the nasty. So let's call her Jane. Let's go back to the Spanish class." I was put next to Jane and I had these markers that everyone would die for. Jane asked if she could borrow a marker. I gave her my brown one since it's the one I least cared about. She asked if she could draw a flower on my wrist. I said yes and replaced the brown with a purple marker since I wouldn't like a brown flower. She started drawing while I looked at the board. She whispered that she was done, and when I looked there was no flower. There was a boy's let's call it glizzy. I knew
Little.
Shut up, Jessica. What do we have here?
They are just some useless.
I know already. Tell it to shut you pee.
we are new and improved strippers.
What about the boy? Can I become one? As long as Saya show me Erebus twerks.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. That's some wet.
Or so sexy.
They're like 5.
Fuck off.
9 months go by and they earn 27. Oh.
Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet.
Shit,
You ruined show him and take away the $27 million of yours.
my water broke.
You are the sexiest 5 while all I have ever seen, so dance it off by Ash. We are gonna go home stinky poopy. Then our $27 million is going to Matt.
Emma gives birth.
Goo goo gaga.
You, it's ugly.
Thank you for your comment.
What the fuck? I'm a super baby.
What?
Let's be BFFs by Ash.
This one time when I was little I thought I could talk to trees. Because I had no friends. And I used to sit by them and say things, and one day I was talking to my tree friend called Kevin, and this girl went up to me and said, "Are you talking to that tree, freak?" And I started crying and hugged onto the tree. And while she was laughing, one of the branches fell on the girl's head. Thanks, Kevin.
We're breaking up.
Why?
Because you have no Robux.
Just because of that. In mind, I'm gonna get revenge. I should tell my bestie.
Meanwhile,
We broke up.
oh, he doesn't deserve you. Girl, it's fine. There's better PPL out there. Also, why did he do that? Because I have no Robux. Don't worry, let's show him what he deserves. I'll give you 56 million Roblox. Cheers, besties. Let's go. After shopping.
So a year ago at school, I was just hanging out with my friend, and all of a sudden we heard there were new students coming the next day. It was nearly the end of the day, so all she said was, "Great," in a mean way. Okay, so the next day comes the new students. They were 2 years younger than us. Anyway, my friend was starting to gossip about the new students. The 2 new students were black. And then, my friend said, "Oh my god, they are black," and other stuff like I would never date or be friends with one. They weren't close, so they didn't hear what she said. I felt bad for them, but I didn't say anything, cause if I did then she wouldn't be my friend. I know she's a bad person, but I had no one else. I finally stopped being friends with her on October 23rd, 2020.
Hey, sweetie.
Yes, Mom?
Would you please come meet your new stepdad?
This one better nicer than the old one.
He is. Come on, honey.
Hello, Christine. I'm Alexander, and I'm going to be your new stepdad.
Hello.
And this is me daughter Stephanie.
Hey.
Me and your Momari going shopping.
Bye. So, I have told you something. It's about me father.
Part 2.
I woke up. All of my group chats of my followers had changed their names to RIP this person, and basically it was that this girl had passed away from a brain tumor. Immediately, my heart was like broken, and she's a huge supporter, and also she's just a sweet child. And as a person, that's a sad thing to hear. But then, as I started asking the group chats details about it, I was saying, how did you guys find out so quickly? I just talked to her like yesterday. And they were like, her mom DM'd us from her account. And that to me felt weird, because I was like, well, first of all, did her mom know her password? Second of all, if this woman's daughter just passed away, is the first thing she's gonna do is get on Twitter and talk to a bunch of people she doesn't know? Something about this doesn't feel right to me. So then I opened up my DMs, and I got a DM from her later that day from her mother, who was saying, this is such and such's mother. As you may have heard, such and such passed away from brain tumor, and we're really sad, we're really heartbroken, but we just wanted to let you know that she talked about you a lot, and she really cared about you, and you made a big difference in her life. And at this moment, I'm like, wow, this is devastating. But then the more I read it, the more I'm like, there's a lot of typos in here. This seems like a weird thing that a mother wouldn't say, because it ended with like, even in her final days,